Hello everyone, I wanted to take a moment to go over the example scenes I use in my lecture notes and my podcasts. First thing is all the files that I give you under any of the actual Explore areas are completely just for practice. I even lay it out right here that these are just example files. I wanted you guys to have these files, so if I use a different asset or if I use a weird version of the character to illustrate an issue or a problem or an example, that you had those files too. So these files are normally located right down at the download area. Like for instance, I got my CRI joints example files on this these first set of lecture notes. Now inside here, I got the files. I'm going to open it up. And inside here, in most cases, I'm going to have an environment, meaning it's going to have something that allows you to jump really quickly between my example files. In some cases, I could just throw files in here, but most of the time, I'm going to have an environment. So inside here, I have a CRI MA file. Now this is my launcher for my environment. And each one of these little explorers will have one of these. Inside of scenes, I have all my different example scenes. And you can see there's like submenus. And these are actually going to pop up as drop-down boxes or drop-down menus. If you're interested in looking at the scripts, I have the scripts that build it in here too. Okay. So now, if you have your Maya open, I can just double click on the CRI file. I'm going to move over to Maya. And you'll notice that Maya's just brand new scene. Now, when you double click this, it's not going to look like anything's happened. It opened up, it jumped right to Maya, and it just did nothing, which is not true. What it does is it opened a brand new blank scene. And inside here, it says up in my menu now, I have a CRI joints, which just happens to be the same folder here. Now, if you'll notice underneath it, you're going to see joints, padding, and connections, joints, padding, and connections. And this allows me to jump through. So if I wanted to do an example on laying out the backbone, I can have a finished version and the version we're going to work on. So if you called me up and say, hey, I'm having trouble laying out the back, I say, well, why don't we open up the back example and we can just do it and we're not contaminating your normal project. So for instance, I click here and it jumps right over. And then let's say you look at this and you're like, okay, I got the idea what you're going with here. Now I'm going to try it myself. Again, these are not the project files. Even though it's the rabbit character, he's a different scale, he's a different size. He's also, obviously, he's missing his arms and his legs. It's just there for practice. And in this case, I might show a character who has much more density. That's a little different on laying out the joints. And that way, I can give you those files. You don't have to assume you know how to do it. You can practice on it, break those files, and you're not breaking your normal file, your normal project on it. So that's pretty much it. You can go through these. And again, I just want to make sure there's no confusion that these are not files for your projects to be turned in. That is under the normal project area, under the create where it says, joints, and it tells you this is the layout for this project and everything like that. If you have any questions or any confusion over this, don't hesitate to email me or message me. I'm always there and we'll work it out if you have any issues. But like I said, I'm more than happy. Ask me any questions if you have any problems.